welcome to Bro Beats, and today I'm gonna do an XXXTentacion type beat, and there is a free kit for download in the description below. And if you're new, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and we're gonna get into this beat. So I do have samples in the kit, and this is the first sample in the kit. So you can use this, and this is literally I didn't even like do anything special. I just cut it and it just ended up being a perfect cut. So I'm just gonna use it raw like this, and I'm gonna put some effects on it. And with this this tutorial I want to focus more on effects, because that's what's gonna get that effect that he has on his music. As you can see, we have these effects in here for the kick, the 808, and then the master if you want, but it's called ear blaster, so I wouldn't, I'll be cautious about using this stuff. So I'm gonna get started on the actual drums and stuff. So with the drums, everything you can see is from the kit, so you can follow along if you want. I'll just show you the 808 just with a lot of distortion on it, a kick, and then of course the snare and these perks and hi-hat. So with the hi-hat, I'm just gonna go fill each two steps. This is gonna be really simple tutorial, besides maybe the effects, but other than that, it should be really simple and easy to follow along. So I'm gonna just put the hi-hats like this, and this is just like the basic, how to of it, and I'm gonna add some, hi-hat rolls and stuff later. Then the snare, obviously, just a simple snare. I'm gonna stretch this out right here, and then at the end, I'm gonna put an extra snare right here for the next part, or the beginning of this pattern block. And I have a reverse cymbal here, and what I want to do is I want to time it so that it hits with this cymbal right here. So I'm just gonna listen to this and try to get it perfect. Maybe right here would be, so maybe back here might. Okay, so that's good for me. So just to keep organized, because I want to do this, so that people can understand easily. This is the first bar, right? So if you want to copy that snippet, I'm gonna give a template for this. It should be actually in the the kit, but here's the first one, and then the second one right here. If you just want to follow along perfectly and everything, do what you got to do to learn or whatever. So yeah, and okay, so here we go. Cymbal, we can do the triangle last. Now the kick and the 808 are gonna play with each other, obviously. So it's gonna be really simple. What you want to do is just space it out a lot, basically, because the bass is gonna be playing. It's gonna have a long tail on the 808. So this is the first block. You just want one kick, and we're gonna go to the second block and just put a kick. Where's the second block at? Right here. Okay, put a kick right here, then a kick right here, and like that, right? And this is for the song "Look At Me." Just you should know that from looking at the description or something. So that's what song I'm basing this off of, and you can do whatever BPM you want. I would do something fast, but so we got that down, and we're just gonna copy this onto here. And then the triangle, I just put that in there. We can really put it anywhere. Probably just put it right here. And I already put everything in the mixer just to save time, because it's really not that complicated of a tutorial, because we're pretty much done. It's just putting effects to the sounds. So I'm gonna turn this down, because I think I have effects on. No, I don't. Alright, so this is what it's just gonna sound like, the raw version of it. Alright, so that's what that's gonna sound like. Okay, so Make sure these are cut. I'm just right clicking, making sure this is checked so nothing overlaps. And we can do it to the sample. So here's what the sample sounds like, and I'm gonna bring the pattern down here. Just what the sample sounds like. I'm gonna get rid of this little part here. I'm just do it manually. I know it's other better ways to do it, but I'm just do it like this. Just stretch this out some more, and hopefully everything should be on in the tune and sync with each other. So let's see with the snare. Okay, I really don't care. I'm not gonna be that picky about it. Okay, that last part is actually pretty off. So I'm gonna just come here and then I'm gonna right click, go to format, edit properties, and I'm gonna go tempo sync like that. And then I'm just gonna take this part as best as I can. I'm trying to get as close as possible. All right, I'm gonna just listen to it in my head and see if I can get it right. And this should tell me these bars. So if it'll play. Why is it not playing? All right, so maybe we can see if this works. Do 2 bars. And right now I'm just trying to make sure that the sample plays with the, snare or the beat. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm probably gonna put effects on it anyway, but I want to get as close as possible. So I'm gonna listen to it. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm putting on 2, and let's see. Yeah, I have a gross beat. I'll just, let me see. Do I have anything on here? Yeah, I'll just show you how I made that. It's not really simple. I mean, not, yeah. It's really simple. I'll just put it in this one. Okay. So here I'm gonna play it with the actual like whole beat now. Okay, so the beat is pretty much done. It's just now we need effects and we need to get that kind of like super distorted bass. And really that's just a compressed, like a peaking bass that's compressed, if that makes any sense. So right now, I would turn your volume down, or I guess I can turn mine down. And what we're gonna do is we can put this on later. Let me see. For the bass, I would just drag this over, but I guess some people might want to see what I'm actually doing. So I'm putting Maximus on and a limiter. And if I can find the limiter right here, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just play this bass like that and just mute everything. And I'm gonna just do the bass because I already have the presets here for you. So, I'm not gonna make life harder for myself and for you. So I'm just do the bass and just show you how I did it. And I put the bass in stereo. Well, not stereo, but I separated the bass. instead of putting in mono, because I just like the sound that it has. So let me see how long we're going. So we got lots of time to work with. So let's see, how do I want to go about this? I'm gonna do Maximus first and turn the limiter off. Maximus, okay, there we go. I can just make this bigger. So I'm gonna just listen to the bass by itself. I guess we can keep the sample on. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Okay. So all I'm doing right now, I'm trying to boost the distorted part of the bass, and I already boosted. You saw me boost this all the way up, right? So that's all I'm doing right now, and I'm just gonna tweak knobs. I don't know 100% what every knob does, but if you just mess with it like this, you'll know. Like this one. And then now I'm gonna go to the limiter. I'm just gonna probably turn this up again. Okay, so you see how it's really compressed. So this is like a rough thing that I did. I spent more time on this because I want to, give you guys some good presets and stuff. But this is just showing you, just for anybody who wants to see, exactly what I did. That's really all I did. And of course I tweaked it more, but I just came here, boosted the lows, obviously, because it's bass, and then just tried to tweak the mids and highs so that, it kind of got that gritty, distorted sound. But I'm just going to put this 808, where is it? This on the track because I already made one. And I'm pretty sure no one's going to actually make the, they're not going to make their own preset. Probably just going to take mine. So, see, I tweaked this one a lot better. So you can just take this, and I'm going to put one on the kick too. All right, and I might turn it down a little bit. Okay, so I wasted a lot of time just talking about that, but we're pretty much done now that this is here, and we can put this ear blaster on. See, so I'm gonna turn it off. I mean, if you like your music like that, but I really don't. So we can like lower this. Sorry if I'm killing your ears. I'm just trying to get it tweaking. Okay, so we got the ear blaster working. I guess I could. It's really like a master type of thing, but it's not really. All right, so now we're gonna work on the sample, and we should be done because this, and I'm gonna obviously tweak this one and just make it my own type of style. Well, not, you know what I'm trying to say. All right, so we can put this on, and we also got to figure out the scale. So we're gonna do that next. All right, so we stay organized. I just did effects, so here is what the first block looks like if you just want to copy this. And then the second one, you can pause the video, do what you got to do, like that. So now we have a sample. You should have a sample. I have like 20 to 30 samples in here, so there's a lot to choose from. And then right now I'm just gonna highlight that, and I'm gonna just try to put effect on the samples just to see what I can come up with. And it's basically gonna be this one I'm using, and all I'm doing is right clicking here and right clicking this dot and going to single curve, and then coming down, right. And this is an effect that I use on a lot of my beats. So if you want to get like a kind of slow, like weird effect on your beat, this is what you can do. And I'm trying to get the right dot, but it's not working. So right click again, single curve, and that's how I got this sound, well, effect, and they're the same. I'm gonna turn this off for my ear's sake. Okay, so I want the effect on a little bit. I just like how it sounds. I'm gonna put some reverb in there and just tweak it around and see what I like. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what else I want to add. I would add some glitch, but I don't think not a lot of people have that glitch effect, so I might just leave it the way it is and just tweak it with any EQ. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. Turn this down. So you see what you can do with this. All you have to do is tweak this blue knob, and you can really get that effect, and just compress it. But I'm not gonna do that because I have to make an intro beat for this, so I'm gonna turn this off. But you can put this on, and you can really get that core like effect that he has on his music. So, but I'm watching out for people who, they might have the volume cranked up and they might click on my video and the beat comes on, they might, go deaf after. So I'm just leave that off. So turn this up. So now I gotta find the key. So this is the last step pretty much. All right. So I'm gonna go to FL keys, mute the drums, and after this you should be done. You should know how to make this type of beat. So I'm gonna do this and just play the piano. I need the actual VST up, FL. Okay, so I'm gonna just play this and then listen. So I think it's a C sharp minor. And you can add instruments. This is not a tutorial like this is exactly how you're supposed to do it. It's just a base of how you start it off and how you get the sound, but you can add more like I'm going to do here shortly. Obviously you can add more instruments if you want to. It's just I would prefer using a sample for this type of music because it'll sound more like it, but it's up to you. So the bass I'm gonna change, right? Because we kind of know where we need to put the sounds now. So So I'm gonna just listen and try to find a good melody for like the bass, or I might just leave it, depending on how it sounds. All right, so I'm actually exit. I mean, not exit. Now I'm gonna. Oh shoot. Now I'm gonna make my own type of. I'm gonna just add some extra stuff in the drums, and you can see what I do if you want. And I'm gonna just copy this one again because I already have a melody. All right. So for the hi-hats, I'm just gonna put some rolls in here. Whenever the bass, let's see. Whenever the bass will. Oh, we're gonna 1/3. Before the bass hits, I'm gonna put a hi-hat roll. So right here, I'm gonna put one like that. I'm gonna actually make it roll up like that, and then we can do one at the end. I guess before. I just want to see how that sounds. Maybe something like this. Maybe. I just want to see. I'm gonna go 1/3 beat, and I'm just put a low hi-hat right here. I don't know why the hi-hat is acting like that, but I'm gonna just have to put these on there, I guess. Should have done in the beginning. Okay, that should be fine. So I'm gonna leave that, and I'm just gonna put more 808s here. I'm gonna go back to 808. I'm gonna put like a, what is it, slide thing up here. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the beat down. We're at 25, so we can put this. Actually, we don't really have to do too much. I'm just gonna press this button and go to split by channel. Bring everything down so I can see it. and do the same as this with the second pattern. Just bring everything down. Bring the cymbal down. And then I'm gonna just copy everything over. Right click here, create automation clip, drag this. I'm gonna right click on this little thing right here, copy value, and I don't know how many seconds that is. We can just leave it like that. And this can be like kind of the chorus hook or whatever. So let's see, how do I want to do this? You can do it just like that. Start that later. Something like that. All right. So I'm gonna save this before FL crashes or something. So now I'm gonna play it. Alright, so that's how you make an XXXTENTACION type beat. Took longer than expected, but had to really explain some things as far as the effects. If you're new, subscribe. If you're a returner, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.